Hello and welcome back to SpriteGuard Plays HyperRogue. We are heading into our new adventure. The challenge is we can only cross the Great Wall once, and then we have to find a new one. And right now we are on the lookout for an alchemy lab, because that is going to unlock most of the new content that we're looking for, though someone pointed out that there was one other land. Let's see if we can find it that I missed, and we'll see how to get to it. I don't even remember what it was, but there is the ruined city, and we need fern flowers, gold, which we have, or a vizier kill. And so I clicked on the emerald mine. How did I click on the emerald mine instead of the ruined city? There we go. So we need one skeleton from the palace, and then it should be unlocked. So let us continue on. And we're just going to be kind of settling into things here. I am recording this a little bit later than I usually do. It's Sunday afternoon rather than usually I try to get these done on Saturdays. So we are looking for an alchemy lab or a palace. So here's a palace for us. I believe we need quite a few treasures before the skeletons will start spawning. So let's do that. And I want to be... normally I want to be really careful because it's hard to get out of the palace. But today we have no such option. And so we're just going to gather up... I think 5 treasures would be sufficient. But, okay, this is where we have to be really careful. I think that getting 10 treasures, we might as well. We might end up needing them. We can get a vizier kill. We haven't been to the emerald mine in a very long time. And so we'll just see what we can get done here. And now we're just looking for a way out and for a skeleton. Now, skeletons always appear when I don't want them, so let's see if they will appear when I do want them to appear. And that's, of course, that's just a perceptual bias. It's not something that actually happens. It's kind of interesting just how many things there are that seem so real that are just an aspect of just a quirk of how we think. And so we've gotten that skeleton. We're full up on gold, but I think it's safer than the Hall of Mirrors. And so we're going to head into the living cave and just try and find our way out of here as soon as possible. Into... I think, so the ruined city is now available to us, and so that would be our first choice, but we'd also be willing to settle for a crossroads, or even one of the more open lands. And we do have the Orb of Digging. We want to be careful not to overuse it, because if we're too reliant on it, then we will end up trapping ourselves. And we don't want to do that. I saw something over here, some kind of border. Oh, it was a zebra, which is not a land where I feel at all safe. We can get a golem to follow us around. The golems don't do a lot. They can be, moderately useful, but they are not very bright, and so they often, they don't go where you want them to go. They don't go useful places. Sometimes they will put their lives at risk for no real purpose. And so I just end up, I have to kind of think about them as as something that is nice to have, and I will not feel sad when they're gone. And they stay so close to you that it's very difficult to use the Orb of Flash when they're around. They can also cause cave-ins. I'm a little bit worried here. I think we can slip... Oh, I still have the Orb of Earth, so that's actually not a problem at all. And we have more lands that we don't actually want to go into. We do need one more treasure from the minefield. Let's see if we can get that. There we go. So that's gotten us into the minefield. We just need one treasure from here, and then we are on our way out. Let's see. That is an icy land. The icy land is really appealing to me because it's an area that is really easy to navigate, and it does tend to have a lot of ways out. So this one's satisfied, so we can go there and there. This one is satisfied, so we can go there and there. This one is not satisfied, but our golem has found out that we can go there, which is opening up this area, and we can actually, let's see if we can get a bird for ourselves. So now the birds they have their own challenges because you have to be very careful not to hit them. And they will try and stay, I think, like 2 or 3 spaces away from you. They're a little bit brighter than the golems as far as staying out of the way of your Orb of Flash. Though they're not, they're not the brightest characters in the game either. In fact, if you right-click on yourself, it actually says... let's see, this monster has come from another world to steal our treasures. Not as fast as an eagle, as resilient as the guards from the palace, and not as huge as the mutant ivy from the clearing. However, they are very dangerous because of their intelligence and access to magical powers. And so, yeah, it's our ability to think ahead and make decisions and know when we are going to get into trouble. That is what makes us really powerful and really frightening to the characters in the game. This is a crossroads, so we can slip into here. We do need this alchemy lab. This is actually really important for us for the other lands that we need to accomplish. So we can swing through here pretty quickly, and then we're going to keep our eyes out. I think we only need... I'm not sure if we need 5 or 10 from here. And sometimes the golems do very silly things like that. So now we can't actually get to ours until it does that. Sometimes you just have to say, you know what, too bad. You know, you got off onto a part of the map that we can't get to, and we just have to leave you behind. And so they're mostly doing good work for us. They are making some decisions that I would not have made, but overall, I think they are being helpful. Just hope that they don't go after that blue one. There is a hive here that would be very nice to escape into once we have all of the treasures we need. Assuming we can do that. I don't know if we're going to be able to get back to that hive. It was... Oh, there it is. But we don't have anything coming at us that could... Oh, here comes a blue one. And so we can escape this way and go out into the hive. The hive is very nice because there's nothing attacking you. The land spawn rate is pretty low, but you have this nice open space that you can wander through without a lot of stuff going after you, without a lot of movement restriction. And so it can be a really good way of finding your way to a crossroads. And I'm not a huge fan of the Crossroads Type 2. There's a lot of disadvantages. It's very cramped. And it looks like that bird does not know how to get to us. There we go. But there's lots and lots of lands to find. And so we should be able to find something. That's the Terracotta Army. And this is the Ruined City. So this is where we're going to dive into now. Once a beautiful city, but now overrun by the mighty raiders of unknown origin. Raiders cannot be harmed with mundane weapons, but each color has its movement restrictions. Kills required. Skeleton 1. Yep, okay, so that's all stuff. So Chrysoberyl. New achievement, reach the ruined city, find and collect a Chrysoberyl. Now, a barrel is aluminum. Alright, so skeletons work similar to... Okay, so they're the same as palace skeletons. And so all you can do is stun them, but they stun for a while. And it looks like we don't really have a great way of getting rid of them. But they do... Grey Raider. Okay, Grey Raiders never step on Grey Cells. Okay, so they are like zombies or... mind, brain, hello, come on. The rock snakes, yes, in the Red Rock Valley. And so here we go, Red Raiders. Red Raiders travel in pairs. They have promised to always watch one another's backs. They're able to destroy walls on their way. Okay. So this is getting interesting. Blue Raiders have a powerful attack which takes 2 turns to complete, and also makes the Blue Raider stunned for a long time. This attack can destroy other Raiders if it hits them. Alright, so we can kite this guy over and see if he will do some work for us, though that's probably going to... I think he only attacks 1 cell. So if we wait here, yeah, he will stun himself and attack the cell that we're standing on. So yeah, those guys only move every other turn, and always in pairs like that. So they move a little bit more like the sandworms. And I think the Krakens also move in a similar way. So it's kind of the nature of this land. Let's see. Okay, so the Brown Raiders, those are the ones that... Oh no, let's see. Never move adjacent to an item. That's interesting. So the only way to get rid of them is to go past an item. You know, all of the others... There we go. Brown Raider, collect 10 Chrysoberyl. Or 25 in strategy mode. So now we are on the lookout for the orb and for a way out of here. Now the hive is a little bit dangerous here because we don't have a great way of escaping these raiders. It looks like only the blue raider is following us though, and we can stun him. Oh, the skeleton is following us too. We can stun skeletons as well. Looks like that raider was not stunned quite long enough for us to escape. I may not have taken the straightest line of escape. But it looks like he got left behind for some other reason. I'm not entirely clear what. That's something I notice in the hive, is that every once in a while you will just leave something behind that it didn't seem like you should be able to leave behind. So here is the Volcanic Wasteland. The volcanic activity in this land is extremely unstable. Lava is too hot to walk on, it cools quickly, but another flow will come soon. So 14, 8, 15... Interesting. let's charge out into this and see if we can make it to safe ground. It looks like it's following some kind of pattern. And we have lava lilies. This plant, able to survive in the extreme conditions of the volcanic wasteland, is a valuable alchemical ingredient. You know what I realized as I'm saying this? New achievement, reach the volcanic wasteland. I'm thinking about the fact that I did not read the description for the chrysoberyl, and I realized that the name beryl should have tipped me off that it is not what I was thinking of was alumina. Sapphires and rubies are alumina. Beryl is made from beryllium, and I don't remember. There is some... Okay, now I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure that sapphires are alumina. I think emeralds are beryl, and I think chrysoberyl is a different color of beryl. Because a lot of times one mineral will have different jewelry names depending on... Oh boy. Oh, this is dangerous. Okay, we managed to escape. Different jewelry names based on what color it is, even though it has the same mineral name. Okay, so we can follow these walls of lava and be reasonably safe. Salamanders are tough lizard-like creatures. Their tough skin protects them from both physical attacks and heat. Salamanders are stunned for a longer time if you push them into lava, fire, or a solid. Okay. And there we go, 10 lava lilies. New achievement, Lava Wolf. And it looks like they are stunned for more than a little while. So that's nice. And I think now we're going to try and escape through here and try to find our way to someplace where we can save. We have had a very productive day here. We have seen a few of the new lands. I think that might be... I feel like there's one more we haven't seen. But I'm having trouble remembering. We've seen the Terracotta Army, though we have not seen the orb for there. And so we probably need to go back in there. We have not seen the any of the orbs. And so we're going to need to look for those and play around with them. But for now, here is a Land of Eternal Motion. We should be able to find our way to a save out here, and I want to check, we only have 15 Phoenix Feathers, so let's get 25 so that we have more options with where to save. So yeah, we have a lot of orbs to look at. I have a feeling, I don't remember what, but I have a feeling, oh, I know what it is, the Jelly Land. I don't remember what it's called, but, oh, that's too many. But there is a land that is related to the Alchemy Land. And so we still need to see that. I believe... Oh, and there's the blizzard. We need to see the wind... We need to clear the windy plains to see the blizzard. So there's actually a lot of stuff for us to see that we have not seen yet. And so there's going to be a lot of fun to be had yet. Uh-oh, we have a Blue Raider after us. And so that's all going to have to be in the future. Right now, all we need to do is find an orb of safety, and there's one right there. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.